Warrian, and our students. I know not all of us are actually, the schools are not all from Warri. When I mean Warri, the three Warris, we have those from Drew, maybe Uye, Sable, and all that. You are all welcome. We love you. We have brought you here because when we were growing up, everywhere was Warri. We used to go to DSC Technical School to do quiz, do debates, play basketball, do all kinds of competition. We were doing inter-sport, inter-school relay. We go to the college, just college, federal government college. You do all kinds of things. So you are all part of us because if you train only your pikin, your neighbor pikin will turn to thief when you come destroy nutrition. And of course, there will be peer influence along the line. So we cannot focus on only those within Warri South or Warri North or Warri Southwest. We have to go beyond this, and hopefully by next year we will get far, far beyond where we are today, by the grace of God. So we have decided this. I don't want to read my speech because so many topics they go on, and we have said a lot today. And of course, our mother is one of the most eloquent speakers I've seen alive. She will still say something, so I don't want to go into what is written there. Please pardon me. I just want to go straight to action, because the Future Warri Child, like is written in the brochure, is a call to action. We have decided to enroll at least 300 students for WAEC this year. The mother of Warri Kingdom, she has both the spiritual and political, traditional authority to speak. So join me in welcoming Her Majesty Olori Atuwatse III Consort of Warri Kingdom.
Please sit down. I'm in two minds. I'm wondering if I should give you my English or if I make a talk normal or regular. Which one should I I'm so happy to be here. I bring you greetings from His Majesty, Olori Atuwatse III. For Master himself. When I said that I was coming, he was delighted and said, please, and I actually did. He said, greet the children for me. So I greet you on behalf of Baba. He blesses you. I would like to say how proud I am of Prince Collins Adema for hosting this. My mother's heart is glad. The Coral Care Foundation has made us proud. I'm going to say congratulations and thank you to all our sponsors. And before I continue, as all of you know, education is one of my core values, and I felt not only excited but also challenged when Collins announced that he will be giving a sponsorship of 300 people to WAEC. I think I would like to match that. The future of the Warri Child is not just bright, it's not just brilliant, it is potent. It carries a potency that is able to change and transform our communities, our economy, and dare I say our country and our continent. When they talk, say Warri not dey carry us, not be by words. I need you to understand who you are. You are not your circumstances. You are not your challenges. Yes, you come from a Caribbean, and your family in a 12 and beer. Your mama just manage say she go send you go school. Or you come from Udu and your mother is selling fish and you don't have or you don't think you have access as those that go to maybe Eagle Heights or people that are privileged enough to go abroad or go to Lagos and be somebody. So you immediately think that your future is limited to your circumstances and your surroundings. But I'm here to tell you, my dear children, that built on the inside of you is boundless potential. In your very DNA, if I don't say anything today, I'm saying this. In your very DNA, you carry the ability to change the world. And that is why I am committed, not just as queen, but as mother, to birth the future of the Warri Child, to birth a brilliant and a bright future for our children, to bridge the Warri children to the world and to bridge the world to the Warri Child. Through the many programs that we have, I don't know how many of you have been a part of that, we are committed to ensuring that our greatest treasure, which is each and every single one of you, our children, reach their full potential. Because when you reach your full potential, you will build the Warri of our dreams. And Warri truly not the carrying us. I'm here to say that in 10, 20 years, Warri will be the envy of the world because you dare to dream. So dream. Dream as far and as wide as your eyes can see, and as much as you dare to dream. Do you want to create, and in fact, maybe I can ask, how many dreamers are in the house? Okay, all of them raise hand, well done. I want, and you guys are going to be orderly, raise up your hand. How many dreamers are in the house? How many people have dreams that they think can change the world? I'm talking to children, adults, women, thank you. How many of us have dreams that they think can change the world? Okay, I'm gonna pick 5 of you to come and tell me. This girl at the front, this young man that's raising his hand, yes, you. This young man here, yes, you. One more girl, yes, you. Stand up. All right. I want you guys to come and tell me. Okay, you're there, it's fine. Tell me, stand up, come on stage, actually.
My name is Shalewa, a student from Monarch International School, and I wish to become a software engineer and a data analyst to work with softwares like Google, Chrome, Safari, create my own website, create my own app, which people can use to change the world in both the medical profession, in both digital, every aspect of the world.
Please can we give Shalewa a round of applause? I love it when a girl comes out and says, I'm going to innovate. I'm going to build tech solutions for my future. And not just, she said, for Google, for Chrome. I mean, say she's not a thinker for real. Now the world where she was, and my darling Shalewa, you will fulfill your destiny in the name of Jesus. Okay.
My name is Olori Atuwatse III Proclaims from Monarch. I want to call confronting, irrespective, and pharmacy, and also has our own hospital to treat people and make them feel better.
Please, can you give a round of applause? When you become that doctor, now you will build your hospital here in Warri, so that the people of the world can come to Warri and receive excellent medical treatment from your services. Well done. Please give me a round of applause again.
Good day, everyone. My name is King David Obediam, a student of Desert Secondary School. My future, where I would like to become is a petroleum engineer, not just like that. I plan to merge tech, software engineering in a way that I'm able to meet the demands of the new petroleum society.
Yay!
My experience in the petroleum industry for the past 20 years, I think a major decrease in mostly efficiency. Also, I would like to see the way that
I want you to speak your dreams, speak it, talk it, tell me from the side.
merge
The Warri Child is not dull. We are not dull. We are brilliant. Say, I am brilliant. My dreams are valid. My dreams are valid. Please, can you give him a round of applause? He wants to merge tech with petroleum to bring tech solutions to the petroleum industry. How old are you, sir? 15 years old.
Good day, everyone. My name is Majesty. I would like to be the president of Nigeria.
Good day, everyone. My name is Monarch from Delta Secondary School. One of my dreams is becoming a large-scale farmer, and I would love to open a very big farm in between Delta State and Majesty. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Sharon Ogu, and I'm the head girl of Women Model Schools. I aspire to be the best Minister of Education come from Warri. To put an end to the malpractice and injustice in the education field.
Wow! I am proud to be the Queen Consort of Warri Kingdom. Wow! I only took 5 out of, I'm guessing how many children? 500 or so. How many are we? Okay, I only took 5. And from these dreams, there was tech, there was medicine, there was petroleum, there was presidency, there was agriculture, and there was education. You see, there might be some of us that might think that, well, we can dream, but the dreams really come true. Let me tell you a story. I had a dream. I was 5, and I would always say, don't touch me anyhow, please. I'm going to be a queen. And I had no idea that I would meet my husband and one day. And so your mouth powerful weapon. You don't need a prophet. Your mouth will tell your story and will predict your future. The future of the Warri Child is in your declarations. Every single day, to our medical practitioners, to our tech scientists, to our petroleum engineers, to our chemical engineers, to our environmentalists, to our agriculturists, I just want you to say one thing to yourself: I will fulfill my dreams. Every single day. No. Yes, every single day. But I want you to make it a practice. Don't let anybody snuff your voice out. Don't let anybody or any circumstance take out the ability for you to declare your future to yourself. Because as you speak it, you will become it. The future of the Warri Child is in your mouth. And as long as they can't steal your voice, they cannot steal your future. God bless you all. God bless the parents of the world. God bless the children of this great land. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
So, you're welcome. Listen attentively. Keynote address presented by Nicholas Florence Olori Atuwatse, Senior Lecturer, College of Education, Warri, on the occasion of a one-day seminar for senior secondary school students on career choices organized by the Consort Foundation, Warri, on Friday, the 24th of October, 2025 at Grand Police Protocol. Your Royal Majesties, the traditional rulers of Warri and its environs, esteemed leaders who stand as the unifying fathers of this great region, distinguished government functionaries and representatives, venerable chiefs, respected leaders, educators from around the state, school heads and principals, the Consort Foundation, and my brilliant visionary youths of the Warri region. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to this special. Therefore, my use of the word youth throughout this address should be seen as all-encompassing. Introduction. We stand together today, October 24, 2025, united under the watchful eyes of our revered traditional institution, by the collective desire of the progressive Consort Foundation to reignite every Warri child to rise up and reclaim their place of glory. The theme of our seminar today, Beyond Limits, or Unlocking the Potential of the Warri Child, is a powerful declaration that the potential of the Warri Child is truly boundless. My definition of the Warri Child in this paper is not confined only to children who are indigenous by birth, but to all who grew up in Warri, whether they are indigenous of Warri by heritage or by residence. This fact is buttressed by the claims of those who grew up here, but not necessarily indigenous of the geographical Warri, but see and identify themselves proudly as Warri boys and Warri girls, as the case may be. I am a good example of this definition. I can proudly say I was not born in Warri, but I came into Warri when I was 2. My parents came here when I was 2. That makes me a true Warri girl. Even the audience call Warri by birth, yet they are here today to identify with Warri. This speaks volumes about the reputation that Warri used to enjoy in the 1970s and 80s when it flourished as a vibrant and prosperous city. A status that inspired residents to proudly wear the toga, I am a Warri-born or Warri girl. But sadly, that collective exaltation has been severely eroded by the downturn of the city's socio-economic fortunes occasioned by the absence of peace and vibrant economy. Warri and the cost of division, learning from history. As Chinwashele puts it, if a man does not remember where the rain began to beat him, he will not know where to dry his wet clothes. It is therefore pertinent that we confront the painful chapter of our history. About 25 years ago, internal fratricidal conflicts engulfed Warri and its environs. This division led to a devastating outcome, the loss of lives and properties, the destruction of infrastructure, and critically, the relocation of companies and servicing firms from Warri and its environs. This relocation stripped our region of its primary economic engine, leaving us with the joblessness and hardship we confront today. This history offers a profound and undeniable lesson that strife and division are the greatest threats to our collective prosperity. The foundation of our economic strength lies not in the oil beneath our land, but in the peace and unity among our people. We in Warri have paid the price for internal conflict. Today, our foremost priority for renewal is a permanent and non-negotiable commitment to the peaceful and shared identity of the Warri region. Peace and unity are essential for the growth and development of Warri. By embracing alternative dispute resolution methods, fostering a culture of tolerance and acceptance, and promoting inclusive governance, the region can overcome its challenges and unlock its full potential. Reigniting hope, the new pillars of prosperity. Hope is not a promise of outside help. It is the plan we must execute ourselves. And I want every one of us to note that specifically. The hope that Warri will be great again lies in the action that we, if I'm permitted to say, Warfarians, the actions that we take. Our destiny is not to wait for the oil companies to return, but to build a modern economy. An economy so vibrant that it will thrive regardless of external factors. Our focus must shift from the extraction economy, which is oil, to the intellectual and creative economy. Be a powerful catalyst for progress, but it is the actions that we, you sitting there, as youths, students, and collectively as indigenous and residents of Warri, it is the actions that we take that will ultimately drive development and make Warri great again. According to His Royal Highness, the Olori of Warri, Olori Atuwatse III, hope drives societal progress and innovations, discoveries, and social change often emerge from the belief that a better world is possible. So I urge all Warri youth today to hope for a better tomorrow by being optimistic that a prosperous Warri is ahead of us. Can we say amen to that? Amen. It is this hope and belief for a better future that can motivate you to work towards a positive change. Changing the status quo in Warri, reclaiming our prosperity. Everybody say reclaiming our prosperity. Reclaiming our prosperity. To achieve the much needed change in Warri, all hands must be on deck to engineer innovative solutions, collaborate across sectors, and drive sustainable development that will benefit every youth, students, and the region at large. Government has imposed on the Warri Child, like ethnic clashes and violent protests, kidnapping and armed robbery, pipeline vandalism and oil theft, and the ethnic-based demands and disputes, marginalization and exclusion. These challenges have taken a toll on the city, causing many to leave and making it difficult for businesses to thrive, fuel hatred and hamper economic development. By embracing a culture of peace and dialogue, we can create an environment conducive for growth, innovation, and progress. Let us seize this opportunity to redefine our future and build a brighter tomorrow for Warri. We can draw inspiration from the Olori of Warri's efforts to empower the youth through education and skills development. His initiative to sponsor WAEC enrollment fees for students and the launch of the Atuwatse III annual intercollegiate quiz and debate competitions are laudable examples of the kind of leadership that can drive positive change. Can we give a round of applause to the youth? All right. Revolutionizing Warri youth. Youth in Warri must begin to blaze a new trail. Charting a new trajectory requires multifaceted approaches that can address the root cause of youth delinquency. Steering this new course must begin with one, a change of mindset. The Warri youth must have a change of mindset. That is the starting point. A change of mindset by the youth is very crucial to this transformation. All stakeholders must begin to address the root cause. Attitudes like the myopic philosophy that education is a scam, the get-rich-quick syndrome that fuels criminality and Yahoo activities, and the useless slogan, hard work is for fools, that fuels indolence. We must also tackle the low self-esteem and self-doubt that have led many youths to seek validation through negative behaviors and activities. Youths of Warri, it is time to discard these fallacies and foster a culture of responsibility, hard work, resilience, and determination to engage in honest endeavors that will lead you to success and restore the glory and pride of the oil city, a land that is supposed to flow with milk and honey. Everyone say, Warri will flow with milk and honey. Warri will flow with milk and honey. Amen. Another thing we can do after change of mindset is that leaders should begin to portray positive role models for the children. Very crucial. It is regrettable that gone are the days you see people that work hard being celebrated. Today, in our society, it is those who have stolen money that are being celebrated. May that not be the portion and future of Warri in Jesus' name. Yeah. As a panicker to unleash the potential of the Warri child, I urge Warri leaders, parents, and government functionaries to begin to project and showcase successful, honest, and responsible role models who can inspire, guide, control, motivate, and support the youth in their personal and professional development. Warri leaders and parents can play a significant role in shaping the minds and values of the youth by promoting and embodying the following virtues. 1. Respect for God and elders. Instilling a sense of reverence and respect for authority, tradition, and spirituality can help youth develop a strong moral compass. 2. Love for community and nation building. Encouraging youth to take pride in their community and contribute to its growth can foster a sense of responsibility and ownership. 3. Hard work, productivity, and innovation. Promoting a culture of entrepreneurship, creativity, and self-reliance can empower youth to become agents of positive change. 4. Righteousness, justice, and fairness. Teaching youth to uphold integrity, empathy, and fairness can help them navigate complex social issues and build their relationships. 5. Tolerance, peace, and conflict resolution. Encouraging our youth to resolve conflicts peacefully and promote understanding can help create a more harmonious community. And then we have environmental stewardship, we have self-discipline, resilience, and confidence, and we have empathy, compassion, and social responsibility. Teaching our youth to care for others, especially the vulnerable, can help them become more empathetic and socially responsible individuals. The unending value of formal education. I must really emphasize this. We must embrace formal education, away with misinformation or fallacy by unscrupulous persons that education is a scam. Education is not a scam, education is life. Let us not forget that the foundation of a great mind is built through structured formal education. My dear Warri students, this is a call to reject illiteracy. We must be serious with our studies through primary to secondary to the university. Having a degree proves you can commit to a long-term goal. You can manage time and adhere to standards and any time. 3. A global license. A formal degree remains a universal ticket, opening pathways to both national and international employment, thus for scholarship and postgraduate studies, and high-level careers that require structured knowledge in fields like engineering, law, medicine, and finance. And then finally, formal education can give you an unshakable intellectual base. A degree is an unshakable intellectual base. It is a lens through which you can see and share in what goes on. Education, and I'm sure you are already in the path of education. So the call on you today, every Warri student and youth here, is to take your studies very seriously. And then, apart from getting employment from a degree education, there are other career choices that young people today can go into, because part of the program says career choices. What are some of the things you can do to make a livelihood for yourself? Career choices refer to the decisions individuals make about their professional path, including the industry, roles, and organizations they want to work in. Here are some factors to consider when making career choices. I'm just going to talk about them briefly. Interest. In choosing a career choice, you must consider your interest. Are you interested in this thing you want to go in, or you just want to do it because others are doing it? And then you must also consider your skills and talents. Very important. If you are talented to do something and you get into it, I can assure you will excel. Then the values. What matters most to you in a career? What are your values? What are the things you want to achieve? These are factors you must consider in choosing a career for yourself. And then you go, what are your short-term and long-term goals and aspirations? Do you want to lead a team, work independently, or start your own business? And then you must also consider the job market that is available for this line of career that you are getting yourself into. So when you take all of this into consideration, you discover that you make the right choice. Some other popular careers that we can have, we have STEM instead fields. We have science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We have the creative field also. We have arts, designs, writing, music, and film making. Then healthcare and wellness. We also have medicine, nursing, therapy, nutrition, business and finance, management, marketing, accounting, and then psychology and politics. All of these are careers that we can venture into. Ultimately, the best career choice is one that aligns with your passion, skills, and values. It's also important to remain open to learning, growth, and exploration throughout your career journey. Besides professional courses and other white-collar jobs, we also have one notable industry which is thriving seriously in Nigeria now, the creative industry. Our region, Warri, and its environment possesses a powerful and unique voice. Is that not true? The comedy industry is a brilliant, proven example of one area where Warri boys and girls are thriving. I dare say that Warri is in the lead in the comedy industry in the country today. Am I saying the truth or not? This is because many Warri-born or raised comedians now command national and international stages. We owe this honor to Wafarians like the famous Alibaba, AY, Gordons, Apororo, I Go Die, Real Warri Pikin, and lately Mama T of Warri, and many others not mentioned. Can we applaud those creative artists? Yes. This success is a template for the wider creative sector where we have many choices, such as script writing, content creation, event management, and music production. The digital economy, this is another vibrant one. This is the economy that cannot relocate. It is democratic and accessible. Digital, you have going into vices with our phones. There are so many good things you can go into using your phones. Then, the power of institution. I'm getting to an end. In line with the solutions presented in this discourse, I must acknowledge the laudable initiative of His Royal Highness Atuwatse III, the Olu of Warri, who has taken the lead in the initiative to reshape the future of Warri and the Warri Child. The various initiatives and efforts is taken to promote education, cultural heritage, and personal development of the youth are in the public domain. Your Majesty, may you live long to continue in this path. We also thank the government and traditional rulers for supporting initiatives aimed at all the platforms and seek mentorship to move our ideas from paper to profit. Conclusion. Destiny and future of Warri and the Warri Child is in our hands collectively. The tragedy of 25 years ago was the tragedy of division. The triumph of tomorrow will be the triumph of unity and shared ambition. The Warri Child is no longer defined by old conflicts or the price of crude oil. Our destiny is defined by our education, hard work, the skills we acquire, and the peace we protect. To unleash our potential, every young person must embrace the fundamental values of integrity and resilience. Let us reject the shortcuts, the paths of crime, substance abuse, and cultism is a path to a bleak future. We must choose ethical, long-term wealth creation. Integrity is a passport to global opportunity, so let us be honest with all our dealings. Youth of Warri, arise. Arise, every student and youth in this building. Can you stand up right now? Stand up to the call. Say that again. There's no impediment that can stop you. With commitment, resilience, hard work, and determination, we can make Warri great. Bless Warri youths. God bless our government. God bless the Character Foundation. God bless the Warri region. God bless Delta State. And God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much.
In my primary to secondary school years, Abi? Okay. Statistics are numbers, but numbers are made of people. According to UNICEF did a roundup with our Delta in mind. And when they checked, they said that for every, let me start with the girls, for every girl that manages to stay at top-notch level in education in secondary school, for every extra year, you increase the amount of money you make when you go into life. You increase the amount of opportunities that you get when you go into life. That's why when Mommy Florence was talking about education doesn't have to be inside the four walls of a class or a university. Not one, you think I'm going to leave my beginning not go school. You think I'm going to tell my beginning not go school? Correct. My papa tried, but at the university, I reached one level. I was on scholarship on one end. My father called me back in 300 level and told me there was an opportunity for me to better my life. My father called one of his friends. I won't say his friend, but my age mates, as far as I'm concerned. And he was like, this man is in America. He said, Maria, bro, see how your face. Sure that I have to protect my own place. If you do not know your place and the potential you carry, anybody will tell you something because they are family. They come from where you are. All of us are worried. Don't derail you. Don't derail you. So, my dad did what he did. And I did what I did. And I'm here now. And my dad don't come around. Don't time now. To Jesus be his glory. Education is a power. Your school books, they are not just investments. The relationships you make with the people around you are not just investments. Are not just casual. They are things that inspire you. Please, you can do me a favor. There's a lady here. When we moved to Alaja, I met different families. And different families from different walks of life. One of them was a principal, Sheri. And his children, just like yourself. She will run, she will kick, she will cover. The first man they cover because of this young lady. The thing that my father did was, thank you so much, was he gave us a place. He made sure we didn't run away from our roots. Your parents will not do everything, but they'll give you something. You came from Warri, Abayosan, and even Delta Ijo. I am a Robo, and you shift from Robo. I get my birth title, but I claim full Warri. What Warri will give you is something that no other place will give you. Warri will give you the ability to stay longer than every other person. Even our weather is extreme. You will stay in this place, you think it's normal. When you go outside, and then your father says, boy, go and you not worry yourself too much. Because, not be careful here. Not be careful here. I want for Guinness, we did a statistics arrangement. Who they drink alcohol pass when not they shake? Now South people. Because they have body. They call it Samuel water. That's
members here.
So we have some things that we take for granted.
Yes.
Now, welcome to the school and the flow. Is my chat ready? Is it ready? they make crayfish belly. Now pressure, now they bust pipe. The things that will not come out, we have the ability to stay in longer than anybody. Now let me go through this. In the Niger Delta arrangements, there was a lady that came out in the 80s, Grace Alade Williams. She found her roots in the old Bethlehem. She was a representative of what a woman in education could do before anybody knew what was up. There's another lady, you know her daughter, Oma Wumimebele, the songstress from Isheke, where a kingdom. I can't speak it well. What about the love? That girl used her papa and sing song, everybody shake waist. On head off. Her mother happened to be our first female producer in NTA, when I know that one. Treasure. She stayed longer than others. She used to be a presenter in the 70s. And you know, say NTA there for you to make it there was a big deal. She entered the space. She applied pressure. When she became a mom and then bent out to another thing, the woman became what? A producer. Up until then, these were careers that used to be only for men. It's the same thing with our guys. When you walk through Warri now, when I left Warri for other pastures, 2012, 2011, used to be that maybe 2 or 3 guys now they do makeup, now they do fashion, now they give people advice on styling and things. The things that they say used to be for women. Can you count the amount of guys in your street that make hair now? Can you count it? I can assure you, if I count some of these people, yes, some of them are brothers, some are cousins, everyone are here, and a boy, get them. From where I came from the time we came from, this used to be industries that used to be close to us. Can we move to the next slide? You have to get educated, you have to own your story for you to excel. You have to define your limits. To go beyond limits, you have to break through invisible ceilings. When I became Africa's first female multilingual commentator in sports, I didn't plan it. I promise you, I never speak pidgin before. My papa go through the basics so that we speak grammar well. You know, Robomen like grammar. If you want to know that, I get it. I still do it to my son. Once he wake up, open dictionary, as they chop breakfast, write one word, define it. You must put things so that they will say my stupid they work. I didn't plan to speak pidgin. I had come from Buddha Ultimate Search. I had done that. Just after a surgery I couldn't talk about. I went to a wedding. I went on the search. Now if you follow Buddha Ultimate Search, it's a reality show that you stay in the jungle. Now proper jungle, not be fake jungle. 3 months. You go kiss snake. You go do games. You go test yourself and you get to the next level. I was there. I beat like 18,000 people. I took last in my race. They said now perseverance because I stubborn. The thing they gave me that moved me to the next level, they told me to do this. Do you guys know what they call? For the guy, hey God! Me said tap my back, said my mama you beat. So I did this. Every time with my brothers, they will punish us. You know, senior cousins they do when they get things. 2 seconds, you look them wrong. Oh, you don't have respect. Oh yeah, I took the position. I didn't know there was something in sports science called muscle memory. If you do it long enough, it becomes imprinted in you. Bro, I went to Ultimate Search. They gave us all the things. That I am stadium in Owerri. I beat 18,000 people to qualify. How? They gave us punishment at one stage. After we done 800 meters, when I carried us, but still they go. And they were like, oh, that woman, she's perseverant. She didn't give up. And they let me get to the next level. It was the kind of environment. It was the environment for sprint and for carrying us. But it was an environment to show that anyhow, I must make it to the finish line for myself. I stayed. The next stage, they told us to do this. Everybody they shake. Did I mention I was just coming from post-surgery? I came in from Lagos less than 24 hours before that particular time. I locked in. People they shake. I didn't understand it. And that's how it happens when you get into spaces that are uniquely suited for you. What people struggle for. Oh, I have a propensity for engines. I know how to just touch 1 or 2 things and the engine they work well. Don't take it for granted, my man. You were built for this. Oh, I have an eye for seeing storylines when these people they see chaos on the internet. PRO, hello, strategies, good morning. I've been on this one. That's something for you. When they take turn, they punish you. So they give different punishments. There was a punishment they gave us to get our food when we were doing ultimate search. We had to cross over. You never shop for 3 days. You have to cross over. Uniquely enough, I used to jump over my neighbor's fence to go and collect fruits. And they were like, no, they laugh! Who never go collect fruits for somebody, bros? That one by this girl went back. I'm looking at you. You're exhausted. But the point is, I was already adept at flying fences in funny ways. So I was able to be flexible and get that for my team. And we got the advantage for the day. In fact, winning that particular day, God, since we came. In fact, I got to drive next to my young assistant, gave me their car to drive. I drive around Warri, I feel like a big woman. I'm good. And one thing I noticed is the search of religious solutions as opposed to practical solutions. Now don't get me wrong, I'm a woman who believes in God. But I also believe that you must plant seeds before you start showing. When I started telling the people around me what I wanted to do, they told me, no! Look into the Bible. There's no space for everyone to do things that you want to do like that. You're supposed to get married. You're supposed to be submissive. I love that we have a queen here who has gone through multiple institutions, who has done so well for herself, not just as a person, but as a career, and as a mom, and as a leader. Can I give it a round of applause for somebody who embodies what it is? Our queen question. Olori, did they tell you at one time that you are not enough? Well, give her a mic. And then give me mic. I beg, give her a mic. Let me hear our queen voice. I like to make the same mommy, don't say the one. No verse, I like pay respect. So, Ma, have you ever been asked or told that you're not enough, Ma?
Yes, anytime.
And how did you respond? Especially from a religious end.
On a religious end, I went back to the one that created me and I asked him who I am. And from that place,
I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I will go. I know who I am. When we say this, I used to run a show in the morning based in Lagos, Wazobia 95.1. Now, those of them when they walk across the world, we are not big we did. Even at the lowest range, at least 750,000 people they listen to us when we talk. I will wake up by 3:30 and I'm in the studio for morning. 4 o'clock, we don't start the summer because Lagos is a city that never sleeps, right? And when we go through these processes, you're going to see people that explain why they say that they hustle. If you don't know who you are, you're not going to know your why. If you don't know your why, everything will just a day jaga jaga for you. That's how you know yourself. That's how you find your place. You must know yourself. You can't run away from these things. Now, when I used to want to clap if you want clap, so now your sister will hear the talk of people steady. If you jump on radio that I 1 million a year on one platform they go, you get. Just being good at it doesn't mean it's for you. Being able to do something, I will repeat it again. That is your moral compass. When we passed through in bed, there's something they gave us in a degree certificate. They say from what
I mentioned earlier that we have a power-packed day. There are lots of individuals, seasoned individuals who know their audience, who we're very excited and honored to have on this platform. As our keynote speaker, I'm going to introduce our keynote speaker now, which is going to be speaking to us virtually, but you need to know who she is. Now, if you've ever looked in the mirror and whispered, I want to do something great, so you have to lean in and listen up. Because our keynote speaker, she didn't just dream it, she did it. She's a woman who made beauty business before many in Nigeria. The first to open a makeup school, the first to build a national beauty brand, the first to make young Nigerian women say, me too, I can build something from nothing. She's that type of woman. From Lagos to the world, she's built an empire called House of Tara.
And now she's building another movement, See Africa, helping millions of young Africans find jobs and build businesses. She's a global speaker, a mentor to thousands. She's a wife, she's a mother, and she's a true example that purpose and power can live in the same person. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please help me make welcome, even though she's joining us virtually, the phenomenal, the unstoppable, Mrs. Tara Falado-Toye.
Greatest Warri children of the future. And now say to your neighbor, you are the greatest Warri child of the future. Now give yourselves a round of applause. I'd like to start by acknowledging our royal father, the Olori Atuwatse III of Warri Kingdom. Thank you, sir, for what you're doing for the kingdom. And I also like to appreciate all the board of trustees of Kora who have put together this summit. My charge today is to tell you as a Warri child that you are beyond limits. That no matter where you are from, you're beyond limits. And I'm going to start with telling the story of one man who was Christmas in Warri. She enjoyed going to PTI. She enjoyed spending time with her family in Warri. That young girl started that business. Today the business is 27 years old and it's one of the most beloved beauty brands of Africa called House of Tara. That young girl is a Warri girl like you. The father of that was a Warri boy like you. So good things have come out of Warri. I know that when you look around you, sometimes you'll say to yourself, this environment is challenged. There is so much that I can't see. But I want you to know that what you see is not determined by what is around you, it's determined by what you choose to create as your picture. So I want all of us to sit down today and create a picture. Creating a picture is free of charge. Nobody charges you, nobody's in your head. You can decide to create a picture. I want you to create a picture of the future you want to see for yourself. When I was a young girl, I had a picture of who I wanted to be. I wanted to be successful, and I saw an image of myself that way. The more I remember that image, the more I thought about that image. Today, I'm almost 50, and guess what? The image that I had, the picture that I had in my mind is my reality today, and that can be your own reality. So I want you to ask yourself, how can I go beyond limits? I want you to think of this word called rise. Tell your neighbor, rise. Tell your neighbor, rise. R-I-S-E. Rise. I want you to scream rise in the audience. Rise. And what does R stand for? R stands for renew your mind. You can decide to be limitless because you see the God on the inside of you. God created the world with nothing, with little. There was darkness all around the earth, but God created this world that you see, this great world that you see, countries all around you. And the same God is inside each one of you and is on the inside of you. If the God who's on the inside of you, the God that's on the inside of you can create, then you can also create. So I want you to create a picture of yourself beyond limits. When you create that picture, make sure you look at that picture over and over again. Paint it, it is free of charge. No one can stop you. But I want you to renew your mind by saying, I am not limited. Now, I want you to think about I. So R for renew your mind. I for invest in service. Invest in service. How? When you serve, when you volunteer, when you see a problem and you think about a solution, when you go to a place and say, I cannot leave this place the same way that I came. If you look at primary school students who live around your vicinity and teach them the subject that you know, are they having problems in school? Teach them, is it maths? Is Is it English? Is it biology? Teach. Go to your church. Volunteer in your church. Every time you invest in service, you are growing. And you are growing. And as you grow, if you apply for a scholarship tomorrow, they will ask you, what is it that you do in your free time? And every time you tell them you are volunteering, what they see is somebody who's investing in their future. So I invest in service. And the next one is S. Seek for knowledge. So R is what? R is what? Renew your mind. What is I? I is invest in service. And what is S? Seek knowledge. That phone in your hand is a box of knowledge. It's a tool for acquiring knowledge. So every time, rather than just go to TikTok to dance or to learn a new song, use Instagram to do all kinds of things. Why don't you use it to increase knowledge? Every day you say to yourself, what is the new thing I learned today? What is that new thing I learned? Go on the internet and find courses, programs that can make you better because it is free. You get the chance to seek knowledge, and when you apply knowledge, you get better for it. So R is what? Renew your mind. You are beyond limits because you have God inside of you. What is I? Invest in service. Help people. Younger students around your area, support them. What is S? Seek for knowledge. Use your tools. Instagram, TikTok. Seek for knowledge. Gain knowledge so that you can be better for it. And E is what? Embody integrity. Embrace integrity. What is integrity? Integrity is about character development. It's what you are, who you are when nobody's looking. I want you to decide today that what you have good work ethics. You will not tell a lie. You will be different from everybody else. You will leave the world a better place than the way you found it. And the values that you are being taught, the good values you are being taught, even in your local assembly, in your church, in your family, the good things that you see, that people who are mentors are doing, embrace it and build your character. That way you can truly rise. So my charge to all of you today who are there, the future of Warri children, I want you to know that Warri will be very last, and we will also prove that that quote is true because you will rise. Tell your neighbor, rise!
Growing up as a child, people called me autistic just because I had low self-esteem issues. A lot of people thought I had autism. What they didn't know is that I'm more of an observer. I'm going to be sharing my story, but I want my story to not only inspire the children here, but parents and teachers. When I got to JSS1, I was asked to repeat class. I don't know why, but my mom saw something different. My mom saw value that people could not. She told me that you can repeat class, but we have to change your school. She changed my school, she changed my environment, and in less than 1 month, I picked up very fast. I became the best student in my class, from last to first. Every time she comes back for work, she says, Ote, come and help me. Come and help me to write the list of students in my class. That girl that people thought was autistic started writing like a robot. In less than 1 hour, I'm done. Growing up, I could not spell my name until I clocked 11 years. The environment affected me so much that even my dad was very, very strict. You dare not speak pidgin English in the house. You dare not wait. There were a lot of strict rules and regulations in the house that made me so reserved that I could not express myself. Copy what your neighbor is doing. In the process of finding your purpose, you will fail. You will face rejection. But how you overcome those rejections is what defines you. Your environment, society will make you feel like you are not good enough. Society will tell you, calm down, you are doing for dim that light. But it's up to you to find your path, to find your purpose, and tell them, I'm sorry, I will not dim my light for you. Repeat after me, I will not dim my light for you. But everybody were like, your man is back over to your house. What if you get pregnant? You're not able to concentrate. So many things. Look at me now. I am not better than anybody in this room. I found my purpose, and I hope you will always remember that there is no limit to what you can achieve. Thank you very much.
Recognize our queen, my queen, Her Royal Majesty Olori Atuwatse III. And I also want to thank Prince Edema for organizing this. I mean, this is meaningful in so many ways and very personal. And I hope that as someone born, raised in Warri, I can inspire some of you to think big and to dream big. So let me get right into it. It's a real joy to be here, not as a guest, but as someone who sat where you are now, who went to school here, who went to the market here. My childhood was filled with noise and laughter, the kind of environment where the air was alive with stories, music, and dreams. You see, in the Warri that I grew up, it was lively. Warri used to be the place. I used to say it. In fact, I have an essay where I said that Warri used to make Lagos feel small. You know what that means? Everybody goes to Lagos now and feel like it's the best place to be. No doubt about that. I'm not saying it's the best place, but then you leave Warri and go to Lagos and I'll be like, why is this Lagos like this? Please, I want to go back to my Warri. It was rich, it was alive, and it was vibrant, and I believe that we will get back to those glory days again. I was a curious child. I was always asking questions, wanting to know why. I was so imaginative. When I was small, I would read books. I loved telling stories. In fact, it was said that when we were given an assignment and I was told to write on 2 pages, I would write it. In fact, I would go beyond and do 8. And the teachers were complaining, but my dad said, is it the notebook? Leave her, I will continue to buy. I also loved to cook. And I was fascinated by how ingredients would transform and make something so delicious that everybody would eat, because food is an important part of my household. And anybody that came, be you friends, be you family members, or even if we were 20, we always cooked for everyone. We cooked food like we were expecting 10 people or 50 people every day. So food was a critical part of my home and my childhood. So, fast forward to when I finished university. By the way, when I went to university, I was supposed to read medicine. Oh my God! The funniest thing just happened. I just saw my cousin in the crowd and I didn't even know was here. Where you be? He's just giving me a round of applause. That's a surprise. I was supposed to read medicine. In fact, I was in the same school, advanced level with my cousin, where I was supposed to study medicine. But when I got into uni, I realized that I didn't want to read medicine anymore. That medicine was not for me. Not because I just couldn't connect anymore. And when I told my dad, of course, as you can imagine, he was disappointed. And each time I go back home, he would say, what is that course you're reading again? And I would say, I'm studying sociology and information, whatever. But he kept on paying, and I finished. And then I started writing stories, fiction, you know. Went for my service, and then by that okay, we stayed for 10 days. But after that 10 days, you know what we were charged to do? It wasn't just to tell stories. They wanted us to tell stories that would inspire change in the community. So we were all supposed to go back and look at our spaces, our communities, and tell a story that calls out to you, but it had to inspire change. So myself and the photographer came back, and guess where we went to? We went to Coco. I don't know why we went there. I've never been there. But I remember that there's Nana College that we've always heard about. And I'm like, I'd like to tell the story of Nana, but to tell the story of Nana, I had to go to Coco.
to go find out more where there is a Nana museum. How many of us know there's a Nana museum in Coco? If you've never non-existent. But when I went there, it amazed me how long ago we were advanced in terms of trade, in terms of education, the rich history, you know. Narrative is a powerful thing, and that is why it's important to denounce anything that makes you small, that puts you in a bottle, that confines you, because you would think that that is all you're about. So,
for us, Cora Care, we are very intentional to see that our lives and the life of our children is transformed for good. We want to be sure, and that's what we're already saying, that the children that are from Warri can stand out, can say whatever they want to say, can do whatever they want to do, like every child across the globe. We understand comedians and some other persons have gone out to say several things about the land Warri, and the picture outside, it's more like we are aggressive, we are touts, and we don't know what we do. But Cora Care took it upon ourselves to make sure we sell the better picture of our children. And I want to say to every one of us that are here, by the special grace of God, this is not a show of too much resources, but a deliberate intention to ensure that our children are far better than what they used to be. I want to encourage all our learners that are here, do not take this for granted. As we do what we do, but you need to help yourself. Stay away from whatsoever that will make you not potentially better than what you've ever been. I am so believing, and Cora Care is so believing, that in no distant time, the future we seek for our children is what we will see with our own eyes. God bless you.
Warri Child. How has this program been passed in full? The program was quite good. I thank the management system for the way they organized everything. The people they invited, the guest speakers, they were quite giving. Like, I really enjoyed the chief's what she said. She was like, we should put in our passions into whatever we want to do. We should not back down. And when we set on our mind to do something, we should just do something to achieve it.
Can you just do a quick shout out to your school?
Okay, I shout out to my principal, I shout out to my director, I shout out to my head teacher for bringing us to this occasion and making everything formula and for making it possible for us to be here.
Her gaze became evil. She gloated like a man of purpose and capacity. Then she realized why she survived. She's a Warri girl alive. From a land founded by royalty, interaction established on royal seal. She is royalty of Warri stock. Thank you.
Leaders' emotions and imagination. Poetry helps us to put words to feelings that we can otherwise describe. It allows us to communicate our fears and passion and joy and memories in a way that preserves them and let other people interact and share in those moments. Poetry is so important that one day of the year was declared for it by UNESCO. 21st of March is recognized as World Poetry Day, has become more significant as the year passed by. So therefore, the Roots Gender Foundation is proud to introduce its maiden edition of Roots Gender Foundation Poetry, first in a kind in Delta State. And this will be across Delta State with a platform to creatively express their unwavering resilience to becoming a paragon of success, overcoming societal and environmental barriers. This competition is going to happen next year, 2026, and we are glad that almost all the schools are here. So is going to be first in a kind to happen in Warri, Delta State, poetry competition. This is a good place to clap. It's a good place to clap. Now, why are we doing this? Why are we? Students will be judged on criteria including volume, speed, eye contact, body language, memorization, accuracy, and voice inflection. Prizes will also be won as a way to appreciate the effort put in by the students. So since we want to showcase Warri to the world, we want to use poetry as a medium to advertise intellectuals, advertise the intelligent, advertise how strong, how powerful, how resilient, and how positively minded Warri, So this is a form of expressing that potential to the world.
It's one bottle in a week, you don't do. But even that one bottle says it will still affect you. The best thing for one to do was stay away from substance abuse.
Enlightened, I have learned so much and I have gained a lot, and I am very grateful to be here today.
Okay, so please, can you just do a free shout out to your school?
Shout out to Eagle Might International School. I have been so immersed. It has done so much. Like, I'm so satisfied with what I've seen so far, although this is my first time being here, and to say this is awesome. Before I go on, I would like to appreciate His Royal Majesty